Today's Motivational Minute is going to be on dress for success. So a lot of us understand the importance of dressing good and looking good. Look, if you look good and you feel like you look good, your confidence goes out the roof, you feel like $1,000,000, you know that can't anybody touch you with a 10-foot pole, and it's not an arrogance that you necessarily have, but it's a confidence that you have. The same goes for when you're dressing for success. Now, at my current position, I've been there with my company for about 9 years, and in being with the company for about 9 years, I started off in my training wearing a suit every single day for about 5 weeks because I understood where I wanted to be within the company, and I knew that me starting at an entry-level position was not representative of who I was and where I was striving to be when it came to growing within this company. So it's amazing to see that nowadays, as I'm walking around, as you see every day, I've been in a tie. I think soon I'm going to loosen it up a little bit because I am coming home from work, and as I'm coming home from work, I like to relax and let the hair down and have fun as I'm having a conversation with you all. But dressing for success is so key because a lot of people dress for the job a lot of people dress for where they are, but they don't dress for the job that they want to have or the status that they want to have. Now, a lot of us, maybe you have a uniform with your job, or you're in school and you're in uniforms or what have you, and I get all that, that's all fine and dandy, but in dressing for the job that you want, even if you're in a uniform, you need to make sure that uniform is crisp, it's ironed, it's looks good, smells good, it's been washed, it's been pressed, and it has a crisp and excellence feel about it. This goes back to a couple of my earlier motivational minutes, and if you missed them, definitely check them out on my YouTube page, Words Bring Life. Those are the components and the things that excellence and attention to detail and really focusing on the little things are those components that will help you dress for success, so that way, even if, as I said, you're in a uniform or you're have to wear a standard or you have to wear something that everybody else is wearing, even if you do that, it needs to be crisp, it needs to be on point, and you need to be looking good, because again, when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you perform at a higher level than you would if you were just feeling sloppy and looking sloppy. And there's an innate confidence that comes when someone looks good. Every day I'm in a shirt and tie because I want to look good at what I do. It gives me that confidence to know that I walk in a room, yes, I may turn heads because I feel like I look good, and I know my wife says that I do, which is amazing, but it gives me that ability to know that I know what I'm talking about, and when I speak, people will look at your outward perception to see, does this person know what they're talking about? Does this person seem like they're knowledgeable in what they're discussing or what they're requesting based on the way that they look, based on how they're dressed? Now, when you've made it as high as you want to make it in life, and when you've made it to the tip top and to the pinnacle, and you're the boss and you sign the paychecks and everything like that, and you want to dress like a slob or dress like a bum because you've already made it, go for it. That's totally cool. But if you're not at that level just yet, I do challenge you to make sure and to step it out, to look at how you are dressing. Look at how you are meeting new people. Look at how you're networking. Look at how you're engaging people, and see if the way that you're dressing matches who you see yourself to be in the future. Every situation and every scenario that you're in is a networking scenario. I'll do a future motivational minute on networking, but you never know who you're going to meet. The person at the grocery store that lets you in front of them, you may meet them, and they may be the conduit or the pathway for your success, for your future, for you to become a multi-millionaire, multi-billionaire. You never know. But as you're dressing for success and as you're interacting, people will respond to you differently based on how you're dressed. Unfortunately, that's the case. We're humans, so we see what we see first, and then we make a judgment on who that person is or what that person is all about until we take the time to ask them questions, to engage them, to see what it is they do, how they do, why they do, what motivates them. Excuse me. Oftentimes, people don't have the time to really dive down and to see who you are or to get a gauge as to who you are. So you want that first snapshot judgment of who you are to be a good one. You want that first look when someone sees you, you want them to assume that, oh, this person's going places. You want them to assume that, oh, this person's got it going on. This person is probably articulate and well-read and well-versed and diversified and knows their stuff. This person, I need to look out for this person because this person's got it going on. And again, I'm not saying it's a cockiness or an arrogance that you have about you, but it's dressing for success. And for those that just joined, this Motivational Minute is called Dress for Success. And as you join, if I'm at a stoplight or if I'm at a stop sign, I'll gladly thank you. And I appreciate everyone who's on. Spread the word. Tell them to check me out on a daily basis around this time. And if you leave any comments, I'll definitely try to chime in and respond to those comments as I'm driving. But just wanted to really just challenge everybody to step it out when it comes to your dress, when it comes to how you look. Yes, when you're bumming around and you're having fun or you're going to the gym or whatever, you can potentially look a certain way. But my parents always raised me to make sure that my hair is always combed, my face is washed, my teeth are brushed. Brush your teeth, please. Brush your teeth. In the environment that I work in, you would think that I wouldn't have to tell grown-ups and adults that, but brush your teeth, wash your face, don't have heavy cologne on, because you never know if the person sitting across from you that is going to offer you your chance of a lifetime or your promotion or your job is offended because you have on a very fragrant cologne or fragrant perfume. So keep that in mind as you're going about your day, but you got to dress for success. Even when you're going out, if you're in a t-shirt and shorts, make sure your t-shirt is ironed. Make sure your shorts are not wrinkled. Make sure you look good. Make sure you look put together. I guess that's the best way to say it. Make sure you look put together. Because if you don't look put together, again, the assumption that may come across is that you are not organized, that you don't have your stuff together, that you aren't ready to take the next step in either leadership or in development, or you look kind of frumpy when I saw you at the grocery store and we met, and little did you know that I'm the one that signs your paycheck and you never met me before. So little things like that, because you always have to make sure that your outward appearance reflects where you see you will be in the future. I'll say that again. You've got to make sure your outward appearance reflects where you see yourself in the future. Now, I'm not saying every day walk down the street with a suit and tie on or looking like this or what have you, but I'm just saying whatever you have on, whatever you're wearing, make sure it represents who and where you see yourself in the future. That is a key that a lot of people don't understand and a lot of people don't realize, is that little aspect of taking an extra effort when it comes to how you dress could open doors that no man can close. But it's all about making sure you're paying attention to the details, making sure that you're walking in excellence, making sure that you are representing yourself correctly to whomever may cross your path, to make sure at the end of the day they know who you are based on the assumption that they think you are when they first see you. Again, I challenge you to step it out, analyze how you dress, and know that you should dress for where you want to be, especially in the corporate world, especially in a scenario where you're networking. You want to dress for where you plan on being in the future. If you plan on being the CEO, if you plan on being an entrepreneur, if you plan on being the business owner, if you plan on being the law partner, if you plan on being the general manager and you're just an entry level, dress for success. Look the part. Because if you feel the part on the inside and you look the part on the outside, inevitably, when those two paths cross and when those two ideas combine and those two situations combine, I guarantee you'll be excited about where success is taking you. So on that note, I'm going to sign off and say this is Daniel Ferguson here for my Motivational Minutes. I'm available for speaking engagements. I know Periscope is linked through Twitter, so feel free to direct message me via Twitter. And let me know if you want me to be a presenter for your youth group or for your school or for your students, high school, college, entry-level employees. I got you. Let's have fun with this. Let's grow together. Let's make sure that this generation that's coming up has the tools they need to be successful and understand that it can be done. And understand what it takes to get there. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Remember, as always, words bring life. Speak them into existence. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day.